What is going on, Gridiron Express listeners? We got, you could say two guests, but mainly one. We've got the Eagles guy. Some may know him as Jackson. What's going on, Jackson? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Still getting over that loss last night.
Yeah, tough times. Gotta try and rush this a little bit. We got like 10 minutes for him, and the other guest slash will be becoming host somewhat. We've got the man, the myth, and the legend. Everybody, welcome on Coach O.
What is good, coach?
Hey, applause, please. Applause, please. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all bringing me in. This is so dope. I don't want to take too much time, but I just want to say you guys is killing it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it a lot. And then you got the usual and the Raiders. And the Chargers guy will be in here in a little bit. He's out for right now, but he will be in a little bit. But anyways, in the meantime, we got a little guest star interview for the man himself, Jackson. But I think we can get right into it. So we had a couple questions lined up. Let's see. All right, let's start out with. Okay. So you are probably around the second tier of players in this league. So like there's tier one like the Colts, Jets, you could say Niners, and there's tier two with people like you, Skins. I guess you could say Falcons. So what do you think you have to do to break into that top tier of players with Colts, Niners, Jets, all them?
Honestly, I just gotta stay consistent. I do great in the regular season, and then as soon as I get to the postseason, it's just loss. Like I can't stay. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it together.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. By the way, if any of you guys want to hop into the interview and ask any questions, I'm completely fine with that. I don't want it to seem like I'm the only one doing stuff when you guys want to do stuff. But anyways, what?
Well, let me get back to that question that he dodged before we started the podcast. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got a lot of competition out there, Jackson, and we want to know, what's some of your favorite plays that you like to use? Stuff that you consistently can count on.
Um, Honestly, just like halfback screens, little
Skins
trap
is taking
plays
notes
through the
right
middle.
now. He's
I got
listening
put on the
live too.
spot. I can't let coach down. Um,
Yes, sir.
I really like level concepts, I'll be honest. Those are some of my favorite.
Yeah, definitely. I think we had a question. I think this came from the Pats, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Kyle, if that's even his name, but that's what people say his name is. What do you think is, this kind of goes along with the last one. What's kind of your strongest aspect to your game compared to the weakest aspect to your game?
The strongest has got to be my run defense. It shuts down everybody. You can
Your
ask the
D line's
skins.
kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie.
I don't think Darius Geis has had more than 50 rushing yards on me. Fletcher Cox is right up the middle, and then Micah Parsons on the sides.
Yeah, I know.
But
The other night, the pass rush kind of came through for you a couple times as well, especially in that late fourth quarter. You kind of took the risk in blitzing when it was a couple seconds left, and he could have easily thrown it deep, but your pass rush got to the QB in time, so that was also pretty good. Um,
yeah,
but uh,
um, probably the worst part of my game has got to be my passing game. I can't make my reads very fast. I'm very
yeah,
I tend to focus on one guy. I can't get off him, and I just chuck it up to him.
yeah, that's kind of how I am too. I threw like 30 picks with Burrow, probably even more than that. I don't know, just because of that, and that's kind of something I'm planning to improve as well. But anyways, this isn't interviewing me. This is interviewing you. So I don't know if you want to go, Coach, or anyone else.
Yeah, yeah, I got another one for you. Now, I listened to, the last couple podcasts. You see the chats, and we know Jets, we know Niners, we know Colts. Those guys are at the top. I know you've been in the league for a while. Who is some of the talent that you fear the most, come playoff time outside of those three?
Outside of those three, pretty much just anybody I face.
Yeah,
Um, but honestly, if I'm afraid of anybody, it's probably the Hawks. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's tough. It's tough to stop Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. I'm
in the
sure.
first
Chris Carson
place.
is, yeah, Chris
yo, and
Carson's
then check
solid.
this out. I have the award thing we're gonna do later. He has a kicker who has hit 6 of 8 50-yard field goals. So I mean, the dude is just
Jeez.
killing it from every aspect.
Real
That's
damn.
God.
6 of 8 from
Six
50.
of eight from 50
From
plus.
50 plus?
Yeah.
Dang. That's the Seahawks?
So shout out Hawks. Yeah, shout out
Wow.
Seahawks for
That's
that.
incredible. I can't make it from 40 yards, so that's impressive. Very, very impressive. But moving on, actually, I think this question came from Coach O himself. I don't know if you want to say it or if you'd like me to say it for you. I know. I think it came from you, but you have Jackson. You've been in this league. Oh wait, no, that's what you
Yeah,
just
that's the
asked.
question I
Yep,
just
that's
asked
the one
him.
you just asked. Okay, we have a little bit of a list here. I just didn't
And
pay
below
attention
that
to
is from
what you just
Anonymous.
asked.
Oh. If I can go ahead and ask a question.
Go right ahead.
All right, Eagles. I want you to give me a top 5 players in this league minus the top 3 we've already gone over.
Ooh, so kind of like how Colts.
Like users,
Like just users in general. Yeah.
not Jets, Colts, Niners.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not like the big
'Cause
three on this.
that's everybody's top 3, even for those guys.
Probably number one. I got the Texans.
Yeah.
Texans a hell of a user.
Yep.
Number two. Ooh, shoot. Sorry. The Raiders. He's solid.
And
Yes,
the
sir.
Raiders is happy to hear that.
Yes,
Number
sir.
three. The Saints. He's extremely consistent.
Oh yeah, definitely consistent.
Number four. I'd probably have to go with myself. I know that seems kind of dumb.
Come on.
I mean, we
Yeah,
did
definitely.
talk about it.
I'll
You're
put
in
myself out
kind
of
of like
this.
tier 2 almost, and like you're
I'd
just
probably
outside the big
say-
3 almost.
Yeah, I'd probably say 4 is the Skins. He's just got a super team. He will chuck it up to those guys, and they will catch it every time. It's just dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. He kind of dunked on me with 5 touchdowns to Chris Godwin. I never forget that.
That's what he does. And then number 5, probably got the Bears. He really, his defense just annihilated me, and
Wow.
his
No
wide receivers caught
Seahawks.
everything. Oh, I forgot.
Interesting. I was gonna say I thought he would be like.
I'd probably
plus
put
number one.
Seahawks at 4 and then Skins
Oh.
at 5.
Right. I mean, you
I was
just
gonna say,
said
I
that
thought
he
you
was
were-
number
I just
one
said-
outside the
I
big 3.
forgot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought he was gonna be in and Bears was gonna be out. Honestly.
Final answer: Texans, Raiders. Who did I even say third?
You said the
Skins?
Saints,
Saints.
Oh, Saints.
Yeah, that's right.
Saints,
Yeah, Saints.
Hawks, and then Skins.
Seahawks and then Skins, or Skins and Seahawks, either way around.
They're interchangeable, pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm watching Colts on his practice right now. I feel like Bill Belichick doing this, but now I know what to expect.
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, he'll still come out and blast us. He's told me everything that he does in every single game since 20, and I still cannot master anything.
Oh, he's a hell of a great player. I've had some great close games with him myself.
I've seen
The last 2 meetups,
Yeah.
I've a combined score. I've only been 15 points down in those 2 games. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. Each game that I played against him, I was down by at least 1 touchdown, 7 points. The first game was 8. So like we put the final 2
Well, I
scores
think-
together.
I think everybody.
it was
when they
pretty
play the
high
Colts
scoring
is down
affairs.
by at least 7. I mean, 7 or more. I don't know where I was going with that.
The guy is really good at running or passing, and he can get out the pocket super easily with Hurts. And you know those guys he's got out on the outside court are just impeccable.
All right. I hate to interrupt, but I think
Trading
we gotta
Hurts
get
was a
one more
mistake,
question
I'll be honest.
before Jackson leaves.
Yes, sir.
Really quickly because I think he's got to go. Let's find one more.
If you don't got one, I got one off the top.
Okay, you can go ahead because it'll take me
all
a
right,
second.
yeah, let him go.
Right. So you've been on both sides of admin, being an admin, just being a member, inside of this league alone. Where do you want to see the league go from this point?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't really know how to answer that. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, do I
Just in terms
gameplay?
of just, I mean, all of not necessarily gameplay, just the league itself, the community, maybe suggestions, maybe rules, maybe how we recruit, just whatever you want to see it, or the more popularity it may become, just whatever you want to see the league become.
Honestly, I want to see this podcast succeed. You guys put in a lot of work,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think it's really amazing. I want to see it get to other people, and possibly bring in some new members.
Definitely.
I do think the rules should be changed though, because motion snapping apparently isn't in the rules anymore, and that's kind of dumb.
Wait, what? It's not?
Apparently not. It's not in the rules, and it's
I gotta fact
Motion
check that.
snapping?
Hold on.
Skins did it to me week 17, and
Are
I
you
told
sure?
them, and they like, nah, it's not there.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I
Well,
know you got to go, Eagles. But we really do appreciate you coming on for a quick, about 10 to 15 minute interview. Obviously, you can't stay the whole time. But you guys got anything else for Mr. Jackson?
And no, it says no constant motioning on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver and tight end to glitch a defense. That is motion snapping. That's all I really wanted to say.
You guys got anything else
also,
for
don't
Jackson
be,
before he goes?
yeah, Jackson, don't be so hard on yourself, bro. You're killing it.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks for coming on, Jackson. We'll
Wait,
talk to you later.
Jackson. Jackson.
Thank you.
Oh.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry.
For those who don't
Nah,
know, that
I
Southern
gotta
voice
get out
right
now.
there, it's the Bears guy.
That southern drawl.
That Southern
See
guy.
you,
He's
boys.
from
Thanks for
Bama.
your time.
Yep. Thank you for
I'm
coming
heading out.
on. We appreciate it. Jackson boys, a great guy, great regular season player. You just got to learn how to get better in the playoffs, and he'd be up there in that top tier, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
definitely.
definitely on that borderline for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's consistently playing well. Like, what's his combined record for the last 3 seasons?
It's very good. I think maybe at the most 6 losses. Probably less than that, honestly. Probably like 4 at the most.
I think 5 or 6 losses because I'm pretty sure he went.
I think he lost like 3 or 4 games last year. I can't remember that now though.
He was 13-3 last season. I remember that because we had a close bout. It was 17-10 the final score. I was heated.
Yeah.
He's a great player though. He's a young guy. I mean, it's just great for this league because, like, I really want to see this get to like. Do you know who? Do you all know who Cookie Boy is?
Mhm.
You know he
No.
plays in the league with like other like good youth Madden players and whatnot. They all play in a big franchise. Like I think he's even in one with TD Barrett.
Mhm.
Like I feel like the podcast is something to maybe boost it to that kind of potential. Like a big YouTuber like franchise would be so cool.
Yeah, I actually this is a bit of a spoiler. This is kind of I don't think I've discussed this with anyone, but I think I have started to develop possibly, not for sure yet, but possibly a YouTube channel for highlights and stuff of this league. Possibly. Not confirmed.
Oh man.
But I think it would be really cool. I've thought about it, and it might happen. We'll have to discuss it later on after we're done. I'm sure Pat's is listening right now. I'm sure that makes him happy, but
He's just squirming in his chair.
Man. Hey.
Pat, you want to say something?
We
while you're
discussed-
here?
I gotta be a little goofy for that. No cap.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
What is that?
Yeah, I can hear it in his voice. Listen to his voice a little bit.
I'm giddy as hell, man. Y'all are
Commish.
killing it, Like, Bengals, you're doing everything you can just to, really raise us, on like a whole new, like, social media level. So, like, that's just more than I could ever ask for. If we can get, like, a highlight reel going,
By
a
the way, I
YouTube
hate to interrupt you, but the NFC or AFC Championship starting right now. But go ahead.
Oh, beautiful. We're really moving through these playoffs, man. That's another.
This is the quickest we've ever done it, I feel like, but
No, it is. But yeah, I mean, just getting like those like graphics in and like kind of like I'm kind of like thinking of posting like player of like the month for like the first like 4 weeks, and like we can do like a cool graphic for them and like post that in chat and give them like a +1 on like a game of the week trait, or just like something to like make it more professional.
Make us almost like unique yet professional at the same time.
Exactly.
I think we should get Falcons in on the media team because he looks like he's been doing a really good job with his graphics.
Yeah.
I think he uses some stickers I didn't even know about, so I have to look that up. But he's been doing very good. I saw those stat graphics that he made the other day were really good, where he had like pictures of the players and then like numbers with stats and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I'm actually about to ask him publicly in chat.
Yeah, there's this website called Canva, and it lets you pretty much design graphics for free, like posters and like pamphlets and shit like that. So, I can tinker around on that. You can import pictures and all, like completely free. There's some things you have to pay for, but like there's so many free options.
That's how like everything is almost with premium and stuff, and you can't do everything for free. But still, the things that you can do, from what I hear, is very good. But
no, yeah, I use Canva at work all the time, and it works just fine.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm letting you all get back to your podcast. I'm still going to be listening, but very excited with what y'all are doing. Couldn't be happier. You guys are doing a great job.
Appreciate you and really all the admins just keeping this league running, not having it just die after 2 days like any other toxic league would.
For real.
Yeah. And we're never going to happen, man. As long as you guys keep, doing what you do, making this league fun, then, we're going to last till whenever y'all don't want us to.
Yep. So whenever 2K makes a video game, yet they forget to put in the online franchise mode.
Exactly.
But
all right, guys, take it easy.
Yep.
All right, Commish.
There's the Patriots guys. Great guy. And he's still in the VC, so he hears me. But I don't know. So let's see. What do we got first up on the agenda? And I think Mr. Coach had a segment as well, but we can do that till whenever he. We can do that whenever he would like. But
I'm good to go whenever you guys are.
You wanna? I think we can do that. Raiders, you cool with that?
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Yep.
Coach, take it away.
Take it away. Yep. Jinx.
All right, boys. This right here, man, I was excited to do this. It's something about, I don't know, numbers and writing. It just gets me. So what we're going to do now is basically a recap of the awards that just came out. Kind of want to celebrate, those guys who really put on the show this year, who really showed out. And, just kind of let everybody know, not everybody is looking to see guys' stats or wondering like, wow, how did he get MVP or best DB? And I kind of wanted to take a look at that. So to start off with, the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP was Raheem Mostert. This guy right here, man, 260 attempts, 2,400 yards on the ground, which was the second closest dude that was to him was Matt Breida, who only had 1,600 yards. So that just goes to show you how much of a workhorse he was being. Also had 33 touchdowns, and he added 32 catches for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's the league's MVP. The player of the year for the AFC on offense was the Dolphins' Matt Breida, 251 yards, 251 attempts, 1,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 10 yards of carry. So he was putting on the show too. The defensive player of the year for the AFC was Devin Bush, the middle linebacker for the Jets, who had 102 tackles, which was tied third with Justin Strand of the Broncos and Eric Kendricks of Minnesota. Bush also had 19 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 9 interceptions, and 3 forced fumbles. And we're going to go over here to the AFC and check out the offensive rookie of the year, which was brought to you by my man, the Raiders, Miles Brennan. He was third in passing yards with 4,324, 40 TDs, but he also had 40 interceptions, which kind of, I don't know, offsets it in my opinion. I love you, Raiders, but kind of like he had 0 points, really. 61% completions, 270 yards per game, but he had a 104.4 QBR rating. I mean, as a rookie, that's pretty good. He also was a little bit of a escape guy on the ground. 15 rushes for 60 yards with one touchdown. Then we're gonna jump over to the AFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, but that was Connor Highsmith for the Chiefs, which was a computer, so we ain't even gonna look at that. The NFC Offensive Player of the Year was also Mr. Raheem for the Niners, who we already spoke on, so we're gonna move on from him. The Defensive Player of the Year for the NFC, Deion Jones. Dude, this dude right here, man, he led the league at the middle linebacker position in interceptions with 17. He only returned one for a touchdown, had 81 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. So if you ask me, that's a pretty well-rounded year, pretty well-rounded guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to do nothing but keep getting better. Got a great user controlling you. So you already know what that's about. The Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC is going to be Brian Batten of the Eagles, 2,800 yards, 34 touchdowns, 22 interceptions, 62% completion with a 102 QBR. To me, that's pretty solid if you compare him to his fellow rookie classmates like Brad Johnson from Tampa, who he had more yards with 2,900, but he only had 23 touchdowns and 25 interceptions. Or look at Greg Springs of the Vikings, who was unimpressive, really, with only 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. So watch out for Brian Batten next year, man. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in the NFC was Joe Harrell of the Panthers. This guy played all 16 games, so he is definitely, showing durability in his first year. He had four forced fumbles, which recovered two of those, 88 tackles, and 6 sacks. So I mean, at a rookie, that dude right there, he's going to be good. And we're going to jump down to the positional awards. In the AFC, the best QB went to Jalen Hurts from the Colts, which we all knew that was going to happen. He was second in completion percentage, behind his AFC Championship counterpart, the Jets QB Tyler Huntley, who had 79% completion, and Hurts was at 77% completion. But he blew away the rest of the league with 51 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and a 143 QBR rating. I mean, that dude is magnificent. I was listening to the podcast the other day, and me and Lemon talked about this when Madden first began. Jalen Hurts has became the GOAT, the absolute GOAT. In the NFC, the best QB award goes to Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. He had a pretty good year, 68% completion rate, 16 yards, 4,000 yards, no TDs on the ground, which was kind of surprising. But, I guess that's to be expected. He's been there 11 years. Then out the AFC, the best running back was Matt Breida. Already spoke on. NFC best running back was also Raheem. Already spoke on. The AFC wide receiver was from the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill. He was tied third in catches with Scotty Miller from Tampa Bay with 77, right under his own teammate Travis Kelce, who had 80 catches. Hill also had 16 touchdowns doing normal cheetah stuff with 658 run after catch yards, which was good for fourth in the league. The best wide receiver out the NFC was DK Metcalf. He only had 69 catches, but he led the league with 24 receiving touchdowns. The second behind him was Tyreek Hill with 16, so that's a pretty good difference. Damn near 2,000 yards with 1,946. Also third among players with 50 catches or more in yards per reception with 28.2 yards per catch. I mean, the man getting 2 first downs at the same time. The best offensive lineman for the AFC was Quentin Nelson of the Colts. He only gave up 5 sacks this year with 770 downs played. It was a couple other guys who gave up less with more downs, but you got to think the Colts is where they are now, so that's probably one of the reasons why. Yeah. Then out the NFC, the best O lineman was Lane Johnson of the Eagles. 1 sack, 779 downs played, killing it. Another reason why the Eagles should be keeping his head up. Out the AFC, the best defensive lineman, I heard the Pats talk about this man on the pod the other day, Von Miller, 39 years old, 12 sacks.
Still getting to the QB.
Still getting it. Still doing what he can do. So if the Pats can bring him back next year, I guarantee if he keeps putting up that type of production, the Pats will be back in his winning ways in no time. Because I'm used to seeing him on top. I don't like where they got my man at right now. So Pats, big ups to you, bro. Keep it going. The best defensive lineman out the NFC, Nick Bosa of the 49ers. This dude, 17 sacks, monster, monster, monster. Only had 37 tackles, but damn, 17 sacks, bro. Do what you got to do, Bosa. Out the AFC, the best linebacker, obviously, Devin Bush. Like I said, killing it. The best linebacker out the NFC, Deion Jones. Once again, 17 interceptions. You know what I mean? No discussion there. The best DB out the AFC, I played against this dude like my second game. I was feeling myself. I thought I was going to be able to beat this guy. Now I know the Texans is the truth. Justin Reed is a monster. He's
Yep.
tied second for interceptions with Fred Warner of San Fran with 15. He returned 2 of those for touchdowns, and he's only allowed 10 catches on the season. Balling, keep doing your thing, Texas. That dude right there, I'm telling you, he was on one side of the field. By the time I threw the ball in the air, he was on the other side of the field. I think he had like 4 interceptions against me. The dude is amazing. And now the NFC best DB for the Bucks, Jamil Dean. The Bucks inboxed me the other day, maybe this morning, telling me that I could have this guy if I wanted to trade for him. I really had no idea what his stats was like. I'm looking at dude now. I might have to revisit this. The 4th-year Auburn alum, he put on a show. 13 interceptions, 9 deflections, 3 defensive touchdowns. I mean, Bradbury might be leaving soon, so Bucks, I might holler at you, bro. I might have to come get Dean. Out the best kicker out the AFC, Daniel Carlson of the Raiders, 11 of 11 on field goals, 57 of 59 on point after touch, and then he was 2 for 2 from 50. So, you know what I mean? That's solid too. 13 of 15 on field goals for the NFC best kicker, Jake Elliott of the Eagles. He was 1 of 3 from 50, and he was 50 of 54 on extra points. Now, I told my guys about this earlier, but, man, the Seahawks kicker, the dude was 6 of 8 from 50. That's crazy. I just wanted to let y'all know that that's crazy. And then last but not least, before I get out of here, because I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my kid's in the background calling me. The coach of the year, Brian Flores of the Miami Dolphins, big ups to him, led his team to a 14-2 regular season record, a division title, a top 10 offense in terms of yards with 1,500 and points per game with 33.8. Big ups to all the award winners, all the stat leaders. You guys keep doing y'all thing. Next year, I hope to see some of y'all not on this list, so maybe we can get some more parity, some more talent spread out through the whole league.
Heck yeah, dude. That was great. I really loved that.
Real in-depth, coach. That's why we love you. And that's why we keep on the legend, and
Definitely
that's
did
why
your
we're all
homework. I had a
inspired.
ton of stats. I don't
Hey,
ever
I
do
do
that much
this.
homework. That's good. Okay, so Raiders, if
AFC
you want to take it
Championship.
away a little bit, I'm typing something right now.
We're gonna do a little bit of live review on the
Yeah,
AFC
the Colts
Championship
game,
now.
yeah. So
Yeah,
there's a couple scores. You want to go ahead and...
I was not able to see how they scored, but the Colts are up by 14. I mean, they've been playing fantastic this game. The Jets just looks totally shut down. Tyler Huntley really becoming a starter at like week 9 or so. I mean, I feel like he's got some of the butterflies now because, I mean, he's starting in the playoffs. I mean, this is like his second game, I believe, now. I mean, he should be kind of used to it, but I mean, he's still a young quarterback, and it's his first time in the playoffs. So, like, how do y'all really feel about that?
About Tyler Huntley?
Yeah, about Tyler Huntley.
He's got potential. Not sure why the Jets is starting him over Tom Brady, who he said he was starting in the playoffs.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. Jets offense has not been able to produce at all in this game, and nor have they really been able to stop the Colts' very good defense. But in my opinion, I always say this: defense wins championships. So I think, especially if you're going to beat the high-scoring Colts offense, you're really going to have to limit them if you're going to want to be able to beat him. Offense is a whole different story. Of course, you're going to need offense to win, but in my opinion, defense is always going to win championships.
No, and I get that, but like these teams have very good offensive and defenses, and at this point, it's really about the scheme.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Colts is just dominated in scheme, regardless of like he could honestly play it as the Jets year one. He could play. Like, give him any team. You could give him, like, the Chargers in Madden 2016. That was a 66 overall, and he would have won the Super Bowl that year. He is a great player. He's got great scheme. I mean, and it's just hard to stop him.
And the Jets now have the ball at the 6-yard line after a big pass there. I don't know who it was to.
To Jarvis Landry, LSU alumni. There we go. Tyler Huntley in a strong eye close. Now it's going to counter run to the left side. Antonio Gibson trying to with a counter run, but it'll be stopped behind the line as it's up to this, or it's back behind the 6-yard line now. It is 2nd and goal.
This is how we do it, folks. Live commentary on the pod.
The Jets in another I form. With a tight end playing a fullback, it's going to be another one. Antonio Gibson trying to get up there, but number 53 for the Colts says no, sir. After a 2-yard game, Akeem Davis Gaither, former Bengal. How do you feel about that trade, Mr. Bengals?
Yeah, I regret it. I got absolute trash. A trash player in Costanzo, who's absolute garbage now, whereas there's over there with the superstar. But if I'm Jets here, I'm running a play action, trying to get someone across the middle. But let's see what he does.
A motion to the left side at the Jet touch pass. Godwin spinning inside with a nice tutty, but there's a flag on the play. It's holding versus Brian Beluga of the Jets. That's going to put them way back deep. 3rd and goal at the 12.
Just go in the shotgun. Just hope you can get an open guy in a dagger play or something like that.
For sure. Colts is playing standout defense.
Great defense.
They're pinching in now. DeForest Buckner being the main guy for the Colts for a couple years now since he's been traded out of San Fran. Huntley dropping back. The pass is picked up by Bobby Okereke. He's going down the side. Oh, we could have been gone a little bit farther. But the running back, Gibson, will get the tackle to save the pick six. That would have been a very long pick six. That might have even been a record, I'm pretty sure.
It would have been about 95 yards, I believe. No, it's...
Oh, no. Longest playoff interception is 102 yards. I'm not sure who was set by, but somebody just tied it this weekend, IRL. Again, I'm not sure, but the Colts coming out on offense now, throwing it back to Marlon Mack. A nice little touch pass to him, and Jalen Hurts 4 for 4 now, 71 yards, I believe 1 TD.
I believe we do have a record breaker in this game, though. I don't think there's ever been so many viewers in one stream for Gridiron X, so shout out to everyone who's watching it.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure I think the highest I've had is 8, so.
Damn, 8. Marlon Mack passing out the sideline. There he goes. Spin move inside to the 45-yard line. Marlon Mack for 4 rushes, 113 yards. Jets is looking utterly confused out there. No hope, no way the Jets might say bye to their playoff chances once again. It could be a repeat Super Bowl for the 3rd year in a row.
They've fallen to Mr. Lemon many times before, and it's coming back to haunt him once again.
2 great players. I've had the chance to play all 3 of the top 3 players this season. I only ended up being 1 and 2. I did beat Jets. That's all I really wanted to say. That's one of the proudest achievements that I could say this year. I mean, I went at 11-5. I still got my shit mangled twice by the Texans. Great player. I'm surprised that he even lost this year. He should have gone a little bit farther, but I mean, he's still learning how everybody plays and whatnot, but he does a great job. But there's a big play by the Colts to Trey Burton, the former Super Bowl champion in Philadelphia, but now he's an Indianapolis Colt, being cut by the Bears, who signed him to a big bag. Jalen Hurts dropped back, though, on a play-action pass. It's thrown to Marlon Mack to the 1-yard line. Jalen Hurts is looking like Tom Brady. Look at that, 6 for 6, 115 and a tutty. Man, he is accurate. It's 2nd and goal at the 1 now. And a single back form, or not a single back, but there's a split offset. It's going to be a read option. It's going to be hand up to Marlon Mack. It's another tutty for the Colts. Look at him go up 3 possessions now. Marlon Mack doing a handstand, celebrating a little bit too much. That cockiness could strike back to get him, or could come back to get him. But who knows? The Jets, once he shuts down, he might never turn back on.
I mean, after all, I do want to point this out, as the exponent is up and good. As we've said before, we're pretty sure that Mr. Rover himself is related to Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick has pulled crazy comebacks before, as we've seen in the Super Bowl against the Falcons, like 28-3 or whatever. So can we see if it's in the blood, of Mr. Rover, if he can pull some kind of comeback here?
For sure. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my console as of right now. I want to go ahead and do a live stat retake for these quarterbacks because I'm for sure everybody wants to know some of the low key players on both of these teams that have been playing very, very well. Because we've gone over the usual: Jalen Hurts, Tyler Huntley, Antonio Gibson, Raheem Mostert's not even involved in this game. But I mean,
I know what you mean.
It's hard to see these teams in the playoffs always in the championship, but I mean, it's just good football, and I mean that's something to really appreciate to see. Good football, good Madden. Yeah. But we want to see some new jerseys in the playoffs. The Jets are throwing a dot. Oh no, it is drop at number 82. Is that Jamison Crowder? I'm not sure.
Yes. Well, the normal number 82 for the Jets is Crowder, but I'm not sure if current
I
Jets
believe
still
we
has
saw
Crowder.
him in free agency last time I checked, so it could not be him at all. But back to their own.
Because I feel like Crowder is the only receiver / tight end that wears number 82, unless I'm just blanking.
Jason Witten.
Logan Thomas.
Okay, well, he's not.
Tyler Huntley.
Logan Thomas.
Dropping back. There's so much pressure back there over the top to Denzel Mims. There he goes. Man. Long bomb tutty. 75 yards. Touchdown Jets. That'll be the first score of this game for them. I'm pretty sure that might be a momentum turner, but we have to see how the Jets turn out. Turn up and turn out.
I'm not going to lie. And listen, I love your commentating Raiders. As you know, I tune into all the Raiders games. But that was one of your best calls I've ever heard.
Ooh, we have a question from 49ers. Who won on some of the big trades this offseason? Or this season in general?
What trades have happened? I'm going to have to look at the trade approval to see what has happened.
And the Jets making the extra point, only putting themselves down by 14.
Ooh. Well, Morgan was traded at one point. I gotta look back at it to see who ended up winning in the end.
He's still a great quarterback, but to be honest,
he
did not perform that well.
Yeah, so the Jets sent James Morgan, Ojemudia, if that's how you pronounce it, the cornerback, and
Ojemudia.
While the Cards
Ojemudia
sent a first-round pick, their wide receiver Wallace, and their corner Murphy Jr. So it could go either way. Honestly,
I'm saying Jets won.
I was gonna say Jets probably won because he can work with any quarterback anyways, and plus he got a first-round pick out of it while just giving up a corner to go with it in a third-rounder. Because honestly, nobody really cares about third-rounders in this league. I feel like, I mean, every once in a while it's good, but I think they definitely won because they got a first-rounder, which could be big because Cards didn't finish the best. Plus, they got a corner to kind of replace his corner that he's given up, plus a wide receiver if he just gives up a quarterback that he doesn't really need because...
Marlon Mack busting out the sideline, breaking up a tackle. Beautiful 20-some-odd yard run. Look at the legs on the young man. He's going. 6 rushes, but he has over 100 yards. Impressive. But this Jets DB core certainly has gotten better because Derwin James was switched down to play DB after a trade from the Chargers. One of the hardest hitting, or most likely the hardest hitting corner in the league. But there we go. Marlon Mack running up the middle, spinning again. This man has been spinning all day. Could be a windmill for sure. In a 2nd and 7 at the 46, the Colts offensive drive does not seem to be bothered a little bit by that impressive Jets touchdown. I'm going to go ahead and add everybody in the general chat. I know Jets just said something about this, but I don't care.
What are you doing, or what are you saying?
I'm live commentating the game, so if y'all want to hear it.
It's probably better off if they don't even watch it then and just listen almost as if it's a radio show. Because it'll
True.
be... actually, no, because it's not coming off the stream. So actually, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
The way I'm watching it, I can hear you at the exact same time, so yeah. Oh, yeah,
True.
adding everyone
Because everybody has
chat.
Everybody has the delay, but the Colts are up to the 27-yard line. Must have been another impressive game. I did not have the chance to see it. Jalen Hurts, though, getting sacked way back by number 4. I know that is Shaquem Griffin, the man with one hand. I did not expect him to get back there like that.
Here, I got it. That at doesn't work in the general chat.
Really?
No, they took it away because people were saying dumb stuff.
Okay. It is 3rd and 10, though, after a big 7-yard loss by Shaquem Griffin. Getting back there. He's playing D-end again. How is he standing on his nub like that? That's the real question. Jalen Hurts, play action pass. He's looking drop back. He's standing still like a statue back there. He throws it up to Trey Burton, getting it in the goal line at the 2-yard line. Still has not thrown an incompletion today. He looks hot as ever. Some South Carolina Ghost Reaper Peppers. I'm not even sure if I said that right, but y'all hopefully know what I mean. Podcast convo.
Let's see how many people are about to join.
I see 12 people on the stream, or 10 now, actually.
Yeah, an incredible amount of people.
For sure. They want to see some good Madden being played. Good, fair, clean Madden, not the ultimate cheesy bullshit, if y'all know what I mean. But here we are, Jalen Hurts, Marlon Mack right behind him. The Jets have 5 men on the linebacker core. There he is, Marlon Mack running easily up the middle, swerving one of those Jets defenders. It is another easy TD for the Colts. They're up by 21 once again, less than 30 seconds in the first half. Do you believe that Jets will make some sort of a comeback, or will he still be getting rut by this point?
I think they'll make a little bit of a run. Maybe make it like 28-21 towards the beginning of the fourth quarter, but then everything will just fall apart and Colts gets up like 60-30 or something like that, I feel like. But I don't know, we could see anything happen. What was I gonna say? I can't remember.
See it in the chat, everybody wants Lemon to win. They got the Colts on for sure. Tyler Huntley, they're back in the backfield all alone. He's got 5 out. Denzel Mims playing in the slot receiver.
Is he playing man? He's playing man. He could be in trouble. Oh, man.
Huntley getting hit back there. Almost picked off by DeForest Buckner. If he put his hands up a little bit earlier, that might have been a pick. Might have even taken him back to the crib.
As I was saying, the ultimate cheesy bowl would be the old Chiefs user versus the Niners.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Tyler Huntley back there alone again. He's got a tight end playing as an extra tackle this time. He's making some extra adjustments. Colts is pretty sure what might happen next, but he's using DeForest Buckner. He bullies the lineman. It's thrown over top, and it's almost picked off by a Colts defender, number 29, Malik Hooker. On the play, it's 3rd and 10, 15 seconds left to go. Honestly, Jets should have just ran this ball out. Should not have even tried to go for an extra teddy or extra yards. Just run it out. You're already down big. You don't need to give up another interception. You're going to demoralize your quarterback. But Tom Brady is in now for the Jets.
Yep.
There's emotion on the field. Denzel Mims.
He's known for these.
I'm not sure who the superstar corner is on him, but it might be Desmond King. A very good lockup corner for these guys. Huntley throws it up on a slant to Antonio Gibson, or that is a Texas route, up the middle. 8 seconds left to go, and the Jets will take a timeout.
Could get into field goal range, possibly, if he's quick enough.
For sure.
Wouldn't put that big of a dent into the lead.
Tom Brady back there. The Colts are all backing up. They know what happened. Denzel Mims in motion to the right side. It is now a bunch right trio. It'll be out route easily to the outside. He's getting within field goal range, but he's tackled inbounds. The Jets will have to use their last timeout up to the 40-yard line. That is a possible field goal, I believe. And the Jets will try to take it Denzel Mims, though, 3 receptions for 97 yards.
If I'm the Colts, I'm putting someone back there because all the big guys are up there for the Jets.
For sure. It's up and good.
That's an impressive field goal right there.
The Jets nailing it down by 2 technical possessions still. I call it technical because it is not an even 14 points. But the Colts have to punt it off not punt it off. They have to boot this thing sky high back off to the Jets. A little bit laggy on my stream, but here we go. Rodrigo Blankenship, the man, the myth, the legend with the goggles on his face, putting that thing up to former Chicago Bear Tariq Cohen. But he's going to move away from the ball. He does not want to be hit. He is a little man. To the 25 again. The Jets are looking to oh my God, to bruise something up. But Lee, oh my, Tyler Huntley handing off to Antonio Gibson. There he goes, busting off the left side. There he goes, a big gain, juking a couple extra men out there. He's finally brought down by one of the linebackers.
This is what we talk about with River being related to Bill Belichick. This is where the comeback starts. For sure. The Colts are showing heavy pressure. Look at them go. A lot of men in the box. Tyler Huntley making an adjustment now. There he goes. I believe Bill Belichick's son was actually signed by the Jets in one of these recent offseasons, but it's thrown over top. Completed to Denzel Mims. He's taking it down the sideline. Here he goes. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. He's heating up. Down by 1 technical possession still. Oh, no. He's still down by 2. Because, he has scored 2 more times. Oh, I made a mistake earlier. But down by 2 technical possessions. Again, 2 plays, 75 yards. It only took him 40 seconds to make that impressive drive. I want to see a comeback happen. Make it interesting. The Colts are baffled now. They did not expect the boosters to be turned on by this Jets team. Oh, it looks like we have somebody back in the Discord. You want to go ahead and say hi again? Oh, it looks like he left again. But it's booted back into the back of the end zone. The Colts have the offensive drive or the offensive possession once again. Here we go. Who were you talking about in the first place? About leaving and joining? Well, you just got to see for yourself. That's all I really got to say. If you're talking about Coach, he's been in here. Or not Coach. I know Coach is here. I love Coach. Jalen Hurts handed off to Marlon Mack on a counter run. He's getting another big gain. He's swerving players out, and he's brought down by Shaquem Griffin. No, that is not Shaquem Griffin. That is Devin Bush. On the play, look at that. Marlon Mack has been looking super good this game. The Colts, though, strong fullback formation. Marlon Mack, or it's going to be motion to the right side, the fullback will be, or the tight end playing fullback. It's going to be a counter run up the middle. There he goes. Busting it for a 15-yard run. Another first down. There's a flag on the play, though. Mark Linkowski bringing that thing way back for the Colts. It'll be a 1st and 20. Oh, I just realized Hurts has the X factor. That's going to be... Hurts has been on fire. I will give him that. Always is, always will be. No incompletions as of yet. Me and he'll do horrible. On a counter run up the middle once again. He's trying to get those yards back. A nice 6-yard run. Cutting that loss back down to the 2nd and 14. Still on a loss of yards until he gets those extra yards back. Jets. Being big stops. At the 41, behind their own 50. Will the Colts strike again? That is the real question. It'll be a play-action pass. Hey, Hurts has some pressure on him. Griffin couldn't get to him, but he's got the first down and some more. A beautiful 20 or 19-yard gain. That escape artist definitely kicked in there. Swerving, he's looking like Marlon Mack right there. Or it could be a Lamar. Oh, yeah. Colts has certainly made Jalen Hurts look really good. But another play action. It's going to be thrown down quickly to the running back. Marlon Mack has got all the room in the world. He's getting himself another 13-yard reception on the day. Hurts still on fire. No incompletions. No mess ups. His offensive game has just been perfect. I'm getting the feeling that something's about to happen. Kind of like how I think something like Marlon Mack's going to get the ball. He's going to get close to the end zone. He's going to get hit, sticked, and fumbled, and that's where the momentum will shift.
A read option, Marlon Mack running up the middle, no gain on the play. Marlon Mack has been having an impressive day himself, 11 rushes, 161 yards. Nathan Shepard on the play. And the Jets, for that play, brought it down heavy in the box. They had 2 edge rushers, 4 D linemen in the box, and they had 2 linebackers just in case in the same box. And the Colts looking like they're about to run it again. Jalen Hurts making some extra adjustments. There he goes. It's going to be a run up the middle, but Quinnen Williams, or no, that's not Quinnen Williams. I'm not sure who that is, but he's got an X Factor on his name.
This is big for
Chandler Jones. Hitting him way back there for a 2-yard loss. It's third down. We have not seen a third down yet from the young man leading the Colts today. Jalen Hurts. What was supposed to be the replacement for Carson Wentz in Philadelphia ended up being the guy in Indianapolis. He's dropping back, though. Hurts. See something. They have some pressure on him. He's trying to run out. He's outside the pocket now. Chandler Jones gets the sack way back deep.
That might get him
behind the 50. That is a big loss. That is 4th and 29.
Man. He's going to have to punt it.
A beautiful shed move from Chandler Jones. That is why he's known as one of the best edge/D ends in this league for a very, very long time. 10 to 15 years of Chandler Jones. Man, some of these guys have to play him twice a year. Feel bad for him. But it's a beautiful punt by the Colts. Inside the 5, at the 3, man. That is just an excellent punt.
Let's see what Rover can do.
Having to come from his own 3-yard line, Jets might have something up his sleeve, but there's no points scored by the Colts. It's going to be a run up the middle to Antonio Gibson. He's actually brought behind the line, a 1-yard loss. Number 24, shooting a basket like he's something. Desmond King, that is the man. I thought he had a superstar. I guess not. But there he is. 2nd and 12, which is weird. Should be a 2nd and 11, but that's Madden for you. Coming back out with the running back out there. No, it's a pistol formation. Antonio Gibson way back there. A bunch on the left side. Denzel Mims has his X Factor unlocked. It's going to be another run to Gibson. He's running up to the left side a little bit. Getting himself up to the 10-yard line. A nice 8-yard rush. 3rd and 3 now. He's got some extra room to work with. The Colts might regret playing a little bit farther back deep. Could be a run. It could be a play action. But the Colts are certainly bringing down a lot of young men. Could be something to expose out of this formation. There's a motion. It's a jet. No, it's a fake. It's play action. He throws it up the middle to T.J. Hawkinson. Former first-round pick out of Iowa. A couple years ago, he's been playing up to his name, but he was traded from the Lions to the Jets. Tyler Huntley calling for a run to Antonio Gibson. He's going to break a tackle, but Bobby Okereke is there to make sure he loses 2 yards in the play. Look at him go. He's got the captain pats on the shoulder, showing why he's one of the better linebackers in the league with that excellent play. A very smart young man. 3rd or 4th year coming out of Stanford. You know he's going to be smart. But it's 2nd and 12 now. Tyler Huntley. The Colts are pinching their D-line. Making some extra adjustments. Who knows what the Jets are going to pull out their pocket. There he goes. They've been thrown up on a Texas route to Antonio Gibson. A beautiful spin move. He's going to bring himself up to the 46 where the Colts couldn't even score from that point. But here we are. Gibson tired now. That could be playing to the Colts to the Colts' favor. It is now a 5 wide. Tyler Huntley making some extra adjustments. This could look like an Eagle H trips. And it is. It's a double drags. Throwing it over top to Denzel Mims. There he goes. Another beautiful tutty. There he goes.
Go.
Touchdown, Jets. Jets, Jets. There he goes.
Exactly what I was
A physical representation of why the Jets picked him. Wow. Couldn't even play the mascot with how fast those burners are. And then Jets are going to go for 2. Philip Lindsay is the running back there for the Jets now. I wonder what he'll do. Making some more adjustments. It's going to be a run up the middle. Philip Lindsay hit sticked in by Grover Stewart. And the Jets are down by 3. The Colts are now super baffled.
Oh man, this is gonna call for a dramatic ending, and I'm ready for it.
And I love it. I thought this was going to be a blowout for sure.
This is
But the
exactly what I
Colts
was
showing
talking
why he's
about.
got extra
related
fuel
to
in the tank.
Belichick. He's got it in his blood. Oh,
Man.
man, let's see a defensive stop. Come on, I want as an exciting finish as it could be.
We booted back up there to number 35, Smith. He's going to kneel it way back there. Not going to take a chance returning this thing. First and 10 for the Colts.
Wow.
And the Jets making some adjustments. 3 down D linemen. That could play to the Colts in favor. As Marlon Mack has been running all over these Jets today. They're wasting some extra time off the clock, making sure the announcer do not know what to do. But it's a run to Marlon Mack. He's getting the first and some more. That evasive ability is just insane. 13 rushes and 175 yards on the day. The Jets has been getting torn up. No points allowed, though, for the Jets against the Colts. In the third quarter, and the Jets scored 25, I believe, in the third quarter. Am I right? Or did they score a little bit more before this? Bengals. Did the Jets score 25 in that third quarter, or did they score a little bit beforehand?
Yeah, in that third quarter, right before the end of the third quarter. Sorry, the 1 second I'm not paying attention.
You're good. All right, the Colts up to the 41. It is another play action. There's a whole lot of play action in this playbook. Hurts rolling out to the outside pocket, trying to run this thing, but number 94, injury timeout. He's holding his hip. This could be bad.
God.
Lamont Hale on the tackle.
Jalen Hurts is down, folks. That could be a game changer. Oh, man,
For
I want to
sure,
see the
for
Colts'
sure.
reaction to that.
Must not be good. He's worrying now.
Oh, man.
Coach Lemon Body's not
This
feeling
is a
great.
turning point.
Oh my God,
Studebaker.
He got injured.
This is crazy.
The stand-in quarterback for the Colts now, motioning his tight end to the left side, Mo Alley Cox. It's going to be a run to Marlon Mack, a beautiful spin move. He's breaking tackles. He's jugging through that Colts D-line up to the 2-yard line, or the 3rd and 2.
As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. And if I'm not mistaken, yesterday or earlier today, Colts did say he wished he could have a bad quarterback because he was tired of using a good quarterback after developing Hurts.
Really?
Yes. So be careful what you wish for, folks.
Throwing up quickly to Cole Kmet.
Oh man, he's done.
If he wins this game, he'll have to play in with the backup quarterback. We don't even know what overall this young man is.
This is the old Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. Wow.
Well, we don't know anything about Studebaker. I don't believe he's ever played for this Colts team before.
Has even start or not start, but first career couple plays. Who knows?
True.
I'm about to look right
in
now.
the
See
playoffs.
If stats on him. Uh-oh.
Dropping back to throw. It's a die. No.
Oh man.
Swatted out of his hands.
Wow.
Stephon Diggs was the man targeted. Wow.
I'm checking on some stats right now to see if he's gotten any other playing time.
For sure.
Studebaker. He has gotten 23 other downs. He's played in 4 other games, so this isn't his first time. But he is
Screen pass to Marlon Mack, and the Jets are there to stop that thing way back deep. Devin Bush, the man.
Studebaker, he has played in a couple other games, but he is a rookie, so this is probably his first playoff game as a rookie, unless Colts put him in during blowouts at the end, which is what I'm assuming probably happened, actually. But
ooh. Studebaker dropping back deep. He's throwing it short, though. Marlon Mack, he's hit stick. By number 55, Devin Bush, the linebacker of the year. I believe also defensive player of the year. Something coach went over. It is 4th and 7, though, for the Colts. They have to score to maintain their top lead. Oh, no, they're going to go for the field goal, though. It is super far. Blankenship going up,
Wow.
up, and gets good. Look at
Going
that.
for another couple extra yards, I feel like.
Damn.
But here we go.
So
Six
Get that man a
Studebaker
raise.
What was
is a
that?
90 power, 90. Jonathan Studebaker, 67 overall, 90 throw power, 82 medium accuracy. Everything else is pretty.
Damn.
It's not the worst. Here we
90
go.
throw power. is hard.
Can the Jets get anything going? You know what I'd love to see? I want to see Jets get down to the end zone, score, miss the extra point, which isn't going to happen, but I'd like to see it happen. Go to OT just to make it even more dramatic, although I doubt it's going to happen.
Right. It's 2nd and 4, though.
But
I did not
Colts
get a
is home,
chance
so
to
we
see
can
the
ice
last
them.
play. Got a run back there. The Colts not pinching in, but they're spreading out. We run up the middle to Antonio Gibson. There he goes. And making a juke move. He's going down the right sideline. Malik Hooker, the last man to try and get him
man.
the spin move. And he's caught by number 55. That linebacker saving the day once again. Michael Kendricks, I believe.
This is getting intense. I like it.
His brother plays for the Vikings, Eric Kendricks. Very good family of linebackers, but the only one better than them, I believe, is the Matthews family. Come out with linebackers, D linemen, O linemen. It's another run up the middle, though, to Antonio Gibson. He's going to kneel it down. Did not want to be stopped there. He finally hits 100 over the day with that extremely large rush attempt. Or not rush attempt, but that just rush in general. But the Colts having 6 down linemen now. Bringing the safety down as well. This could prove detrimental. But Gibson back there running outside. He's outrunning everybody. He's going to go down again.
He's trying to run the clock.
He did not want to score. He's definitely rushing that clock
I thought
out.
he was just trying to avoid the fumble and injury, but no, he's just running the clock.
He would have had that, actually, if he didn't.
Yeah,
That's
why
that
I
is
was
smart
confused for a
gameplay.
second. Yeah, but this always comes with the risk, though. You never know when he'll end up accidentally throwing a pick. Or
In a half-house formation, the running back's going to be motioning out there. A screen pass back to the other running back there. Tariq Cohen trying to spin in. He's being thrown down by Bobby Okereke.
It might. Let's see if he's going to
2nd and 6 at the 8. The Colts are on an impressive comeback.
Jets.
25 unanswered points, but the Colts.
Yep, 2-minute warning. Here we go. Things are heating up.
Down by 7. 1 technical possession. No, down by 6, I believe. 6. That's bad counting on my hand. The Colts are pinching everybody in. The linebacker, too. He was on the edge, but he's in the middle now. Bringing down the safety as well. It's going to be a run up the middle. Gibson. Tackle behind the line by Grover Stewart. Running an interesting name, but he has been certainly one of the better interior D tackles this year. I mean, I believe that is one of the big reasons of why the Colts does so well.
Oh, man. He's chewing the clock all right.
O-line, D-line, his big boys are some of the best units in the league. It's a Heisman option. It's fumbled. Picked up by Antonio Gibson. And is not allowed to make any farther progress.
This is for not running in the end zone that one time.
And there will be a timeout on the field. The 1 minute, the 12 seconds left. The Jets might go, or are going to have to go for a touchdown if they want to be in this game. And they will. Tom Brady back there. Desmond King. The Jets throwing it over top to TJ Hawkinson. Is it a first or not? No, it's not.
This is
It is not.
This is what he
The
gets for
Colts
not running
get
it
the
in the end
ball
zone
back.
earlier. This is what he gets for not running it in the end zone earlier. It's very close. Can he knee?
Yes, he can.
Oh man, he's got to look out though. He doesn't want to.
And the Colts come out this game with a big W. They're spamming in the Discord chat. Oh, he could.
Jets, I'm taking take the timeout because he's at the 1 yard line. He can't take another knee.
He's lost this game.
He can try and get a safety.
A downer to come back from all those points just to lose by this much hurts. I know the feeling. I've I've had the chance to lose this the same exact way.
Yo, if Jets can get a safety here, they get one last shot, but that must be why he's saving the timeout, actually, for if he
The
does get
Jets
the ball.
pressing everybody
Yep,
on the
that's
center
gonna
line,
do
and it's a
it.
fullback run. Yes, it will.
Yep,
The
he can
Colts
take
take a
knees
time.
now.
39. Actually, no. He can run out the clock
Yep.
easily.
Wow,
Jets
what
just
a
take the
game.
L. It will be a repeat Super Bowl. Colts and Niners once again.
Man, I can't. That's the
Nothing
one thing, though.
really
Hurts won't be
unexpected.
available in this game.
Oh, should we get an after game interview with the young man?
I got him. I'll DM.
All right, perfect. And the Colts
You
coming
see,
out in
that's what
victory
happens.
formation. Sorry, Coach O.
That's what happens. You know, you there, get the score the touchdown. Back out. You haven't allowed it. How many?
Coach, you're cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry, I can't hear you that well. Coach, you still here?
Yeah, my fault. What I said was that's what happens when you overthink stuff. You have the ball down there in the red zone, get the points. You haven't given up a
Yeah.
touchdown on defense
He
in a few
decided to try and run
drives.
the clock out
Why
instead.
not? Exactly. Why not just get the points, go up 1 point, put your defense back out there, and then you still technically maybe have enough time. If you were to score that touchdown when he took that last knee, I mean, he could have had 3 minutes possibly left on the board.
Yeah, he fucked himself over.
It's got to be a sad day for the Jets as he's came so close these last 3 seasons just to lose at this point once again. That must be a heartbreaker. But really, the only difference in these later rounds has been the Bears showing up. I mean, getting pummeled. We're not really pummeled, but I mean, a somewhat close game, I assume. 28-14 was the final score of that game. I assume Raheem Mostert had his way, actually, on an average day, but he still had 3 touchdowns, 12 attempts for 90 yards.
I just see
4 catches.
Might come in. I'm not exactly sure.
Ooh, 4 catches. I did not see that until now. You're right about that. But man,
what a game! That was a great. I'm very happy with how close that was. A great job by Jets to start that comeback, but he didn't finish it. And I 100% agree with Coach. You need to score in that situation. Just take your chances with your defense. I believe we will be getting Colts in here, so be prepared for that.
Oh, I was hoping to get Jets in here, honestly.
Oh, Jets here too. We're
not at the same time. There might be.
Well, no. Might have words for each other. Hold on, let me see if I can DM him as well.
Overhead.
I DM'd him. I don't know if he'll do it though. He hasn't responded to anything when it comes to him being on, so. Man. A thriller. I wonder if the Super Bowl will be played tonight. I feel like we'd have to keep going if they played it, like, right now. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was still typing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Man, that must hurt.
Riverson, probably not. Oh, well. But, well.
I've not seen anyone try to get the extra or the last spot for the interview or overhead. Just got to me.
Yeah, he said he probably won't be able to, or probably won't want to. Hey, there's the man who just punched himself a ticket to the Super Bowl. Everybody, welcome on Mr. Lemon himself, the Colts.
What's up, guys?
Obviously, you
Congratulations.
just witnessed an incredible AFC championship. What was going through your mind when it came to that last drive that the Jets had when they were in the red zone, had a chance to take the lead?
That's a good question. Well, I think that he might have gotten a first down. We're not going to talk about that right now, but what was going through my head, that last possession, it's close. My heart's pounding. I can literally hear my heart, right? But, all it comes down to is execution. And I got to execute. And I know that if I want to win, I literally have to get a stop right now. I have a rookie 60-something overall QB right now. I don't really trust that. I need a stop right here, and boom, we got it, man.
Yeah.
Look, you were perfect with Jalen Hurts all day. I want to ask you, how on fire was he until that injury?
He was on fire, Raiders. That man was going crazy. I got to give a lot of credit to the O-line, too.
We were talking about it. We were very interested to see Rovers decided to try and chew the clock at the end instead of scoring that. I don't know if you remember. He had the chance to easily score. And we thought that was a horrible move.
I also did as well because I have a lot of faith in my red zone defense. And he could have scored.
You didn't have Jalen Hurts on your offense.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't be as many absolute dimes that Hurts would be able to throw. And I think his defense could overpower it, which I thought it was an incredible move. But Raiders, you were the one that first came up with the idea. I'm sorry if I stole your questions, but you can go ahead if you'd like.
No, not at all, man. I don't mind it at all. It's just an impressive bout. How worried were you when he was actually coming from behind? He was scoring up, and now he was fighting for his life then. How were you feeling?
Jets is a great player. And when I start losing a bit of ground on him, it gets tough, man. I got some doubts in my mind, right? But I just keep playing, just keep doing my game plan, and just keep executing, man. And then especially it doesn't really hurt where he's coming back, and then my, starting X Factor QB goes down. That doesn't really help, so.
Yeah, you're going to play against a very good defense next week versus the 49ers, or actually after the Pro Bowl.
Hate to interrupt, but I've been DMing Riverhead for a second. So he wanted us to take a quote for him because he couldn't come on for a post-game interview. And he just said, take this quote. He's got 2 words for all of us in the league. Unfinished business. Unfinished business.
Well,
so
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
We'll see
and I expect him to be here next year.
Actually, you have your person you are playing in the Super Bowl in this VC that just hopped into the live audience. You want to say anything, Niners? Any trash talk you got for the Mr. Lemon after what happened last year?
No, Lemon's great. I respect him a ton. I'm excited for this game.
It's gonna be a great game. I'm hoping Mr. Lemon can stream that again. Random question. I know this is early to say. Are you guys gonna play tonight by any chance or no?
I'm not able to.
Okay, that's fine. Because if y'all were going to play tonight, I think there would have been a chance of us possibly extending this pod for a little later, but that's completely fine.
No, unfortunately, I can't tonight.
On both sides between you and Rover, the Jets. Great comeback. I even said it when you were up around 28-7 or something like that. We've talked about it before. Rover is related to Bill Belichick, so not only does he have a QB factory, he can make comebacks too, and it definitely happened. He just didn't execute all the way through, but
right.
Great game.
Yeah.
I don't know if Coach or Raiders.
Yes, sir. Let me get in here. Let me get in here a little bit. First off, what's up, Lemon?
What is up?
Congratulations. Had no doubt in my mind you was gonna put it down. Until it did get a little close to the end. Especially when I seen Hurts go down, I got a little bit scared. You talk about that. Talk about Hurts going down, how you go into the next game knowing that maybe Hurts won't be back.
Knowing Hurts isn't going to be 100%, it does have a little bit of, skepticism towards it, and it makes me wonder about how the offense might perform. But all I have to say is, man, I'm about to pound the rock with Mr. Mack, bruh.
Ooh,
I know y'all saw that, man.
He was
So
doing
when in
great
doubt,
that whole game.
when in doubt, I'm going to just hand it to him, and Hurts doesn't have to do a thing.
I see you've got a similar game plan.
For real.
Keep the ball out of Tyree Jackson's hands as much as possible. He's good, but I'm not trusting it.
You're right.
A battle
But yeah.
of the backfields will be official on Super Bowl Sunday. Raheem Monster versus Marlon Mack.
Very much so. But we have the Pro Bowl rosters if you guys want to go through that real quick before we kind of wrap it up a little bit.
That's what I like to see,
Oh,
I
for
think
DK.
someone
sure.
just simmed.
Someone did just sim. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, in the podcast conversation channel.
And the awards are official. Miles Brennan getting a +2. Love to see it.
Everyone, make sure you scout.
Yep.
It's an important time.
Very important. All right,
Oh,
you
I
guys
just
wanna
got
go through
+1
these
profile.
Pro Bowl
Oh,
rosters real
shit.
quick?
My D lineman made that.
Oh, where does good dabble? And Miles Brennan has superstar. Let's go!
Wait,
Oh!
are devs updated?
Yes, devs are updated.
Oh shoot, I want to look. Although I probably didn't get anything.
Oh, please. I swear, if I get my X Factor taken
Don't tell
away
me
again.
Burrow got taken away. I got a good feeling he did. Let's see.
I think Jacobs might have gotten his
Burrow's
superstar
fine.
taken away.
Who?
No
he
one
didn't.
went.
Foster Moreau has an X Factor now.
Looking like anything major happened.
Nobody went up.
Now, I was really hoping it was going to happen, but it didn't. Tim Bullock's still only a hidden dev. If I could have had that, that would have been really nice.
He had 11 sacks and went to Pro Bowl.
Dude, my 73 overall linebacker has a superstar now, Javon White. Expect him to be dirty with it. Oh my!
Oh my!
I don't think anything really changed for me, but that's kind of expected with how my team performed this year. Absolutely garbage.
We won 11-5.
Oh, then this man, Zach Russ didn't go up overall. That or Dev, that hurts.
Oh my God!
Jalen Hurts getting upgraded while he's hurt.
For sure. But all right, let's go ahead and go over the AFC roster first. At quarterback, number 1, Deshaun Watson from the Texans. Shout out to my mans. A very good player and an overall deed. He was 4th or 5th in passing yards this season. Very good. Quarterback number 2 is Tua Tagovailoa from the Miami Dolphins, 14-2. I'm surprised that they did not even give Jets or Colts the run for their money. Number 3 is Tyler Huntley of the Jets. Losing that. I'm surprised that he won over Miles Brennan, who was Rookie of the Year. And the running back number 1, Matt Breida. All these guys on the Pro Bowl list are expected. So don't be shocked when you hear some of these names. All right, running back number 2. Oh, I did not get to see number right. Running back number 2 is Antonio Gibson. Expected, we're going to go ahead and go over to the running back number 3 now. Is Derrick Henry. Obviously, he has to be here. A bigger Bo Jackson. He's not faster, but he is just as strong, I believe. At fullback number 1, you did not see the fullbacks very involved that much, but we love to see him in the Pro Bowl. Is C. Carter. I do not know what team he plays for, but he is here. I think he plays for the Colts though. Very unexpected, but number 2, the Raiders' very own Alec Ingold, the fullback reviver, I believe, of this league, as well as Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh,
but all right.
I hate to interrupt. I'm sorry, but you love to see my fullback getting fullback number 1 in the Pro Bowl.
It was your fullback. Okay.
I worked very hard getting him. He gets a lot of fullback dive touchdowns for me, and earlier this year he got like a 30-yard rush for a touchdown. So I'm very proud. I worked very hard to get him to the Pro Bowl. But go ahead.
All right. All right. Wide receiver number 1 is Tyreek Hill, the speed demon out of the KC. Again, a great wide receiver. 99. He's just fast. Number 2, another speedster, Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins. Again, another speed demon. There's going to be a lot of speed demons playing for these wide receivers. At number 3, Henry Ruggs of the Las Vegas Raiders. You know, put up a very impressive year. Right behind all these receivers are going to be fast. So don't even. I'm not even going to say speedster anymore. Just the track team is out here for the AFC. Number 4 is Denzel Mims, a man who had a very big game against the Colts. 5 catches, 200 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. An impressive day. Maybe should have been higher on this wide receiver list. But at number 5 is Brandon Cooks, a long time veteran for a lot of different teams. Really expected him to be here after that impressive MVP caliber season of Deshaun Watson. He was definitely the number 1 go-to guy for the Texans. And wide receiver number 6 is Marquise Brown. Lamar was the quarterback for the Mans. A great speed trio over there in Baltimore. At tight end number 1 though is Travis Kelce. Nothing less to be expected. Tight end number 2 is Foster Moreau. You're going to see a lot of repeat teams on this list, but these are very, very good guys. At tight end number 3 is TJ Hawkinson, a man we just see almost made a first down. Probably should have been a first down, but the unfortunate happened.
Yep, very close.
At tackle number 1 is Ronnie Stanley. Tackle number 2 is Laramie Tunsil. Left guard number 1 is Joel Bitonio. Left guard number 2, Trey Smith. I believe he played for the Ravens. At center number 1 is Brian Beluga of the Jets. Number 2, Corey Linsley. I'm not sure what team he plays for. If you guys have any idea who he might play for, that'd be cool. At right guard number 1 is David DeCastro. Longtime, great offensive lineman. Love to see him here. Honestly, he should be given a better opportunity in a better city, better team. But I'm glad to see him get this bonus. And right guard number 2 is Try Turner, a longtime veteran LSU alumni. He did really good for his team this season. So again, we'd love to see it.
Yep.
At right tackle number 1, we have the Raiders' very own Trent Brown. Allowed 7 sacks, so I'm not even sure how he got here. Colton Miller, the younger man, did a whole lot better. But right tackle number 2 is Taylor Motton. And now we get to the defensive side of things as Daniel Hunter, the number 1 man for the Patriots, is at the position. Love to see it. Speed demon. Again, you're going to hear that a lot. The NFL has been evolving with more speed to come. At left end number 2 is Shaq Lawson. Right end number 3. Oh, no, that was not right end. That was left end. Oh, man, I just got very confused on where I was. Sorry, I've been messing up these screenshots. Right end number 1 is Big Von Miller. I mean, he's been a great player, great edge player for the longest of time ever, and we love to see that he's in the Pro Bowl. Right end number 2 is Myles Garrett. Probably should have been number 1 as he's one of the younger DNs in this league, and he's been a monster since day 1. At D tackle number 1, Larry Ogunjobi. D tackle number 2 is Ed Oliver. D tackle number 3 is Ras Blacklock. And we get to the linebackers now. As we see at linebacker number 1, T.J. Watt, brother of J.J., who also got bailed, or not bailed, but he got skipped on for the Pro Bowl voting, which is very sad to see, but shit happens. At linebacker number 2 is Kyle Van Noy. Or middle linebacker number 1 is Devin Bush, Big Bad Bush. And the man he was traded for by Pittsburgh was Blake Cashman at middle linebacker number 2. At right outside linebacker number 1 is Bud Dupree, a great edge rusher for a while. Was almost seen as a bust for a minute, but improved massively. At Patriots, right outside linebacker number 2 is Chris Barnes. Did very, very well. One of the low-key players this offseason. pickup. But here we go. We're going to go ahead to the corners now. At number 1 is Denzel Ward, one of the better corners to guard the fast receivers in this league. He could keep up with Ruggs. He could keep up with Mims. He could keep up with Hill. And we love to see him at number 1. Patrick Surtain of the Jacksonville Jaguars is number 2. He did incredibly well this season. I mean, with a bad overall team, his solo season was so much more. And we hope to see the Jaguars improve this next season. At number 3 is Baron Jones of the Miami Dolphins, one of the elites here. It could be paired up with Denzel Ward and the elite tier, honestly. But here we go. Quarterback number 4 is Marcus Peters. I don't really have to say much for him, but free safety. I almost said full safety. Free safety number 1 is Jaquiski Tart. He did very well over there in Miami. He was one of the low-key pickups. Free safety number 2 is the Raiders' very own Ronnie Harrison Jr. Did quite well for himself. Strong safety number 1 is Justin Reed, former Defensive Player of the Year. And strong safety number 2 is Jonathan Abram. At kicker number 1 is Jason Sanders, and number 2 is Matt Hack. All right, does someone want to go over the NFC side of things now?
Sure. I can do it unless you'd like to. It doesn't matter.
No, my voice hurts a little bit. I need some water.
Alright, let me just pull up the screenshots really quick. Alrighty, for the NFC side, we've talked about him a lot on these last few episodes. Starting out with QB1, Russell Wilson has had an outstanding year for the Seahawks as he does every year with his running and passing. QB2, bit of a surprise, Jameis Winston. Obviously hasn't been the best in his career, but this year he was great. And then you got Mr. Batten as QB3. Next, for the running backs coming out of Carolina, you got Christian McCaffrey. And following behind him, you got the man from Washington, Darius Geis at HB2. Running back number 3, Alvin Kamara, coming from the Saints guy. He's had a pretty solid year. Fullback 1, fullback 2. I don't think we care much about the fullbacks unless it's mine. But if we did, it would be Reichsteiner, I believe. Reichsteiner. I'm not exactly sure. And then you got Baldwin behind him at fullback number 2. Then the wide receivers is where it gets pretty fun. You got the man himself, DK Metcalf, this speedster. Absolutely insane to go with. A great duo with him and Russell Wilson. Then you got Miller coming out of the Bucks. He's had a great year. He had a couple tutties against me, I'm pretty sure. Wide receiver 3 for the NFC. Julio Jones always has been, always will be an absolute beast when it comes to the whole wide receiver game. And then coming out of Carolina, or unless he got traded or whatever, DJ Moore. Again, always been a beast. And wide receiver 5, WR5, Jalen Rager, I believe from Philadelphia. And also wideout 6, Calvin Ridley. And that leads us into the tight end. So tight end 1 would be David Njoku. Incredible year. Tight end number 2, you got the man coming out of Florida, Chomp Chomp. I'm not a Florida fan, I just thought of that off the dome. Kyle Pitts. And then you got the man, Hayden Hurst. And then you get to the offensive line. You got 2 left tackles, one being Armstead, and then you got Bakhtiari.
David Bakhtiari.
Bakhtiari, yeah. Raiders is much better at this than I am, but I'm trying my best. Then we go to the left guard position, and we got Thuney. I don't know his first name. I'm sorry, I'm not good at this. I'm better at the other stuff.
That's good. It's good.
And then for left guard number 2, we got Mr. Marpet.
Ali Marpet.
Ali Marpet, yes. Again, this is very unprofessional, but anyways, coming out of Philly, center number 1, Jason Kelsey, I know that one, and center number 2, Frank Ragnow. And then for right guard number 1, you got Martin. I believe Zach Martin, but I might be wrong on that.
No, you're good.
And then right guard number 2, Chris Lindstrom, I believe. I'm not as good with all O-linemen. But then that leads us to the defense, assuming that I didn't skip a screenshot. I think I did skip a screenshot, actually. Did I? Yeah, it did. So right tackle number 1 would be Ramsey, I believe.
Ryan Ramsey.
Ramsey. And then you have Larry Johnson, I believe, at right tackle number 2. And then at left end 1, you have someone Jordan. I'm sorry, people. You're cringing hard right now, I can tell. Left end number 2, though, we've got Demarcus Lawrence, I believe, coming out of Dallas. Right end number 1, we got Raiders. If you want to, I can keep going, but if you'd like to take over because of how bad I'm doing at this, then you can go right ahead.
Hey, what tab is this in again? I kind of forgot.
You're doing great, Bengals.
I appreciate it. Whoever just said that, I couldn't tell who.
That was the Niners.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Niners, for the positive reinforcement. We love you.
Mr. Thomas, I don't know all these first names. I need to do more research and get better at it.
What tab is this in again? I'll go ahead and finish the rest off.
I'm now on the one with right end 2 D tackles or 3 D tackles and a left outside linebacker.
I see. I did not get a chance to see the Pro Bowl rosters, so that kind of hurt.
You said you're taking over?
Yeah, I still can't find the screenshots for the.
It's on Podcast Convo.
Oh, perfect.
I didn't realize that's what you were asking. Yeah, let the man himself, who's known for his commentating, the Raiders, take over.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start off at the left end again. That is Cameron Jordan of the Saints. Left end number 2 is DeMarcus Lawrence. Number 3 is Dom Thomas from the Seahawks. Was a standout.
Did not develop.
Surprisingly, he did not.
He went.
At right end number 2 is Trey Hendrickson. D tackle number 1 is Fletcher Cox. D tackle number 2 is Kenny Clark. Great D lineman for the NFC. Wow, great place to progress if you're a D lineman. At D tackle number 3 is Eddie Goldman of the Chicago Bears. Linebacker 1 is Jamie Collins. Left outside linebacker. Left outside linebacker number 2 is Anthony Barr of the Minnesota Vikings. Middle linebacker number 1, surprising, was Deion Jones. I'm surprised. Actually, wait, never mind. As Fred Warner could not be on this list as he is a Super Bowl candidate. You all know what I mean about that. Here we go. Middle linebacker number 2 is Eric Kendricks. Right outside linebacker number 1 is Hassan Reddick. Great edge rusher for the Arizona Cardinals. Number 2 is Jacoby Stevens of the Saints. LSU alumni, so we love to see it. I believe that was the last linebacker. Yes, it was. We move on to the DBs now. 93 overall, Jamel Dean. NFC's best DB. At number 2 is Justin Coleman of the Detroit Lions. It was a down season again for them, but to see they have great players and not great coaches really hurts. At cornerback number 3 is Marshawn Lattimore. Another great player from the Saints. At DB number 4 is Stephon Gilmore, former Defensive Player of the Year. Weird to see him at DB number 4, but at free safety number 1 is Jimmy Ward of the Atlanta Falcons. There was a lot of picks over there in Atlanta. At free safety 2 is another Arizona Cardinal. Weird to see a lot of Pro Bowl players for such a bad team. No offense to my man Cardinals, but it was a very down year. Jalen Thompson, though. At strong safety number 1 is Keanu O'Neal, another Atlanta Falcon. Strong safety number 2 was Eddie Action and Jackson. Kicker number 1 was Will Lutz, and punter number 1 was Brett Colquitt. That is all for the Pro Bowl roster.
I do want to point out, I don't understand how Jamie Gillen, the guy on my team, didn't get a dev up. My punter, he did absolutely great this year when I had to punt so many times after my offense going 3-0. I think Madden has to be rigged that he didn't go from star to superstar. That's just unbelievable.
I'm still wondering. My fault.
I think that's a bigger surprise than the Seahawks guy that didn't give up, because like that dude performed great all season for me when I went 3-0.
I had 11 sacks.
This
And
dude
he
probably
didn't go up
people
to-
inside the 5 so many times.
He had 11 sacks and he didn't go up to superstar.
But it's all fun and games. But we went really long today.
We did.
And now we're 35 in, so I think that's gonna wrap it up. I don't know. Is that fine with the Raiders? We're the only
Yeah.
out of the podcast.
Actually, wait. We did not answer anybody's extra questions. Hold on. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, we had good questions.
I'm going to go ahead and add everyone.
Nobody's too many, though. We do want to save some for times when we do run out of topics. But tonight, it definitely helps with the old...
Do you want to go ahead and... I'll say we have 5 minutes left. Go ask some questions.
Let's see.
And now we wait. Oh, wow. Great lineman. So I'm just doing some scouting right now.
Podcast questions.
Yeah, there's questions there. I think there's like 3 questions.
Yeah. Who do you think has the best drafting resume? And who has the worst? Coming from Philly. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a second. Or that one. I gotta look at my old scouting report.
I think the team that drafts the best, honestly...
Oh, the team.
Patriots. Don't get me wrong here. Patriots, though. All right? Look how young his team is, and look at the players he did draft. The first draft, Justin Fields. Great young quarterback. He can run. He can throw. He can do everything you about to ask him to. I believe with his second-round pick, he got Kylan Hill. A very fast running back. He's already a superstar. He's only 22 with 2 years in the league experience. Think about that. He's 22. And his quarterback is 23. Great young guys.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, in year one's draft, or was it year one? Yes. The year one draft of Trevor Lawrence, I'll tell you what, I think, it's going to sound so stupid, I think the Niners guy outsmarted us all in the first round and took Travis Etienne, who everybody was passing on. Smart for him to take the best available, and I'm pretty sure he traded him away, got some assets out of him. So
yes, he went to the Cardinals. Yes, his division rival.
Yeah, he got some assets out of that. All of us were dumb enough not to take him. I mean, I kind of just knew I didn't really need a running back, but it was very smart, even though you already had Mostert, because he could get assets out of it. And kind of like how we bashed the Panthers guys so much for this before when he drafted.
We're taking 2 quarterbacks. But I ended up trading for Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
Because he did get a 3rd-round pick and a linebacker back out of that trade.
Yeah, so that's not the worst, but
not the worst. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, I believe, was another 3rd-round pick for the Pats. He's a 75 overall, another young 23. I mean, he's the 4th receiver on this team. And another pick, he got Terrence Marshall, another 73 overall wide receiver. It's good. He's great players he's drafted, and I believe he can really do something with these guys.
Yeah.
It was a very offensive-heavy draft for him, as his defense is heavily stacked with some stout players that we've seen. We already know. Daniel Hunter, Von Miller playing the edge. You couldn't really ask for more out of that because that is a great D-line out of it already. Yeah. And plus he has Snacks, Damon Harrison, and Sheldon Rankin, by the way. And the young guy, Damian Montague, was a 2nd-round pick out of last year's draft. He's just a great drafter. He just has to win these games now, and he has to progress them. A whole lot of potential out of this. This could be compared. I'm not going to – this sounds super biased, but it has to be up to 2019 Raiders draft class standard. Whole lot of great guys coming out of that.
Ooh,
Out
Pat's
of
just
that
made a
draft
nice little
class.
graphic himself. That looks nice.
Yes, Pats would love to see it, dog.
Maybe
But
might
man,
have to give him
okay.
a little podcast admin.
Okay. Best draft prospect this year from the Seahawks. It looks like
Yeah,
to
I'd
be.
have to look and
I
see.
I do not have any first rounders scouted out, as I do not have a first round pick. So in all honesty,
Couple.
I'm gonna go with the number one guy up there already as the quarterback from Alabama.
Yeah, Justin Wheeler. I'll go ahead and tell you. So for everyone who doesn't have him scouted, you're welcome. Because I'm about to say he's a mid first rounder talent, which honestly, I mean, of course that's you're not gonna want to take one. You want to take an early first rounder, but I think even then, his 3 categories are very good. He's got an A plus in throw power, an A on throw in the run, and an A in break sack. That's
Well, yeah,
a
that is
pretty
only
good resume.
that is only compared to his other draftees. So
Yeah.
it could be very low or it could be very high. This
Let me
could
look
be.
at the QBs I've got. I don't have much because obviously I have Joe Burrow, but I only have one other QB scouted. Well, 2 actually. One of them is undrafted talent. But
Another QB has an A plus throw power.
Paul Benson is a late first rounder. He's got A plus throw power, A minus throw accuracy short, and A minus for deep throwing accuracy. So compared to him, he's better. But obviously, I don't have these other guys scouted, and I'm not going to waste them on them since I have Burrow. But
Bengals?
Hmm?
He cut out. Sorry.
oh, I was saying, what did I say? Yeah, so
Ooh,
I think
Eagles.
Wheeler is better than Benson, my opinion. With the categories he's got, but I'm not gonna. Obviously, I don't have that many scouted because I already have Burrow, and I'm not gonna waste my points on him. But yeah, those QBs.
All right, last question coming from the Eagles again. Who will be a breakout player next year that went under the radar this season?
You mean
I'm not.
player, not user, right? I'm assuming. Eagles, if you could type that in the questions real quick. Do you mean player or user? Yeah,
Yes, player, not user.
Okay. I think we might have talked about this, but I'm not exactly sure. So we can do it again. Yeah, I think when Lemon was on, we talked about it a little bit, but
I want to bring it out to the Rams. I believe the young quarterback Tanner Morgan could be a player that we see very expand on his game. He's a pocket passer. You don't really expect much out of the guy, but he is a star dev now. He's a 74 overall. He's got great overall stats, but the Rams really needs to perform this season in order to make that breakout really happen.
yeah.
Jared Goff could be cut soon as his savings. He would save $25 million, but there obviously is the player release penalty at $8.5 million. That could be saving him some big bank.
I know we just said the Eagles question would be last, but Saints has got a really good one. I don't know if we want to save it. I don't know if we're gonna film the next podcast before or after the Super Bowl. That's a great question coming from the Saints. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, I did. Yeah. I love this. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I think we
Damn.
did. Who's gonna get more rushing yards in the Super Bowl, Mostert or Mac? That's a great question.
Mostert. Easily.
I
Because Niners has been a great rusher all year, but he has had 3 down games. There has been 3 games where he's been held to less than 100 yards, and in those 3 games, he's rushed for a little bit over 50. This sounds like a confusing stat, but honestly, it doesn't even matter the fact that he can be held to that less of yards because he could still progress regardless. That totally counters what I'm trying to say here, but
I think,
because he did great in the receiving game. Marlon Mack was kind of involved, but he's not as involved in the receiving game as much as Raheem Mostert. Mostert could play wide receiver for all we know. He could seriously be an X factor, like one of the greater receivers in this league too. if Niners is up to the challenge, maybe we could see him actually play it.
Yeah, I think
Now that would be cool.
Well, I think the Colts have seen Mostert a couple times now, and I think the thing with last year when Mostert just absolutely took over the game, I mean, Niners was known for using Mostert a lot, I feel like, but not as much then as he is now. Whereas before, I think Colts was up at the half, then out of nowhere, bam, Mostert came, hit the Colts like a train almost, and he wasn't expecting it. But now I think Colts knows he's expecting Mostert to run a lot, so he's gonna make a game plan to stop that this time. Whereas last time it was mostly just to win, not to limit Mostert as much as possible. But now he knows what's gonna come at him, and plus I'll tell you what, Marlon Mack, he was very impressive in that AFC Championship that we just watched.
For sure he was.
Very,
171 yards.
Uh,
And he was still jugging.
he kind of slowed down a little bit in the second half there, but in the first half, if he can perform like he did in the first half, I think the Colts gonna have a great chance of winning. He's gonna need a lot of rushing yards with Mac knowing that Hurts is gone, so it'll be interesting. I think Mac could do it as long as Colts can limit Mostert. I think Mac can do it, and we can come back to this later on. But I think that's gonna wrap it up.
We should end it here.
Yep. Let me see what we are. An hour 46 minutes in. So that's by far our longest yet.
The longest yet. All right. No more questions. Here it is. The end of today's podcast. We have seen a great game. We've gone over great news, and we've had some great people talking on the chat.
Coach.
So allow us to say goodbye.
Yep. Peace out, guys.